Heyo, OmniDogs and OmniKittens. It's OmniDog here with an overview, as requested, of the Bronze Age Batman Brave and Bold Omnibus Volume 1. And in this we have a lot of team-ups with Batman and various characters, but it's really notable because what it has in it is a big chunk of Neal Adams art with some good inking, and it's unretouched and not recolored. So many of you know my gripe with the Neal Adams Batman Omnibus, that it's retouched, re-inked, recolored so that it doesn't even look like the stuff that he did back in the 70s and the late 60s, early 70s. So here you get a chance to look at what it was that set him apart, because there's other art in here of Batman, and this is what set him apart. So I won't bother showing you the board because the board is just plain black. But they do something good right off the bat, and that is they give you a table of contents. They give you the writer, who is Bob Haney for a lot of these things. Ross Andrew, Mike Esposito do a lot of art. And we can just start paging through it. Look at all this. You get an awful lot of Brave and Bold stuff. And also Jim Aparo, who is also a great artist, does a lot in this. Not a lot in this book, but he does do, I don't know, several. But actually, he does do quite a few. I consider him like sort of a heir apparent to Neal Adams. He had a style that was a little bit similar to him. So we start with number 74, and they give the year, 1967. And so Neal Adams did the cover for 68. He started drawing in cover art, artist Neal Adams, the track of the hook. So that must be a Deadman story. So 68, yeah, that's about right. So here we go. And it's a typical Metal Men story. And this is typical Batman art for the time. Glossy pages, very nicely done. And here you see an excellent cover by Neal Adams. Batman and the Spectre. The art is not done by Neal Adams. But this gives you a shot of who the artists are, what's going on here. And these are still good stories. I'm not trying to say only Neal Adams was the only artist worth looking at. These are all still really good artists. Here's another Neal Adams Plastic Man. I always felt it was weird for Plastic Man to be in the DC universe. He started out, I can't even remember where he started out. Fawcett Publications, or where did he start out? I could spend half this tape trying to think of where he started out. You can fill me in on the comments, but he was a completely different publishing house than DC, and then they brought him into the DC universe, and I always think it's weird that he's in the Justice League now. Same as I think it's weird that Shazam's in the Justice League. Wonder Woman and Batgirl. This is a good issue. And here we'll have the first Neal Adams drawn issue. because he specialized in Deadman after it was created by Carmine Infantino. And you can see these are the original colors and the original artwork, the original inking. So I think these pictures pretty much speak for themselves. You can see the power in the lines of... no, wait. Who inked this? Let's see, did Adams ink this? Track of the Hook. Artist Neal Adams. So he must have inked this himself. Batman and the Creeper. Creeper pencils, Neal Adams, inks, Dick Giordano. Wait, let me go back to that Deadman beginning and let's see who did the inks. It doesn't say. Dick Giordano, I think, was the best inker for Neal Adams. And I always thought the Creeper was the weirdest character, but this is DC in 1968, so it is what it is. And it's more of a chance to see Neal Adams' artwork. So what the heck? See, this was Batman and Flash. This was also Neal Adams. So that's cool. We get a Flash designed by Neal Adams. Aquaman. Let's see, is this by Neal Adams? Yes. So you can see that we got a lot of interesting characters and stories. These are typical DC stories of the time, but they were pretty spiffed up with that Neal Adams artwork. What is this? Teen Titans? That looks like Joe Kubert to me. Let's see. Or is that, what are we looking at here? Sergeant Rock. Okay, so that's probably Neal Adams. But for a sec, it looked like Joe Kubert. But no, that's... Wait, who is the artist here? For a second, all those little scritchy scratches on the face looked like Joe Kubert. But no, I guess that's Neal Adams. So you can see you get a big slug of Neal Adams in these. Here's another Deadman one, which is always great. He does a great job with Deadman. Let's move on so we can see some of these other ones. This looks like it's Mike Sikowski with Wonder Woman during her spy phase. But I love Phantom Stranger. Andrew and Esposito, no slouches they. They are great artists. I actually got a lot to get through here. I still got a big chunk of book to get through. I spent so much time on that Neal Adams stuff, which I think is the highlight of the book. But as you can see, I mean, we got a ton of material to get through, but there's still lots of great art, really fun early. And this is Jim Aparo art right here. Let's see if we can find some more Jim Aparo art. Yeah, this is Jim Aparo art right here. So there you pretty much go. This is a lot of great Batman stories, a lot of great artists, a lot of fairly simple but still a little bit complex stories that deal with Batman out of his comfort zone, dealing with other characters that push him into different places. And so I enjoyed this book. Of course, this book takes me straight back to being a little kid in the late 60s and early 70s. So there it is. That is Bronze Age Batman Brave and Bold Omnibus Volume 1. Thank you to everybody who watched this and who watches my channel. Please hit the like button. Please leave comments. I always respond to them. And peace and love. Peace and love.